It's been a lot of fun, a lot of socializing, a lot of selling. Welcome back, Frugal friends. My name is Julie. If you have not yet subscribed to this and our new channel, please go ahead and do that. We'd love to have you along as we are rebuilding not only the channels, but also after the disaster that was this huge storm we had here. We have got so much cleanup to do, and we're going to bring you along to document and to just kind of share the journey and adventure with you. Assessing the damage as I go. Some things are completely wrecked. This tote, it's got a puddle in the bottom, so I don't know how much will have made it from that. Looks like all my eBay stuff is fine because they were all in totes, of course. My shipping supplies did not fare very well. Well, yeah, which really sucks because that's what I use for my eBay. So that's unfortunate, but we will get more. Just have to keep our eye out for them in the bins. Here's the the kind of tragic thing is that a lot of the stuff, it was just fine until I started pulling off all the tarps and stuff. I thought I had waited long enough that it all would have dried out, but there were obviously some puddles. And so when I was pulling the tarps off, they ended up spilling on stuff that hadn't gotten wet in the storm. So that's unfortunate. Time for a break. We've got a lovely gentle breeze today, which is definitely helping because it's the hottest day that it's going to be this week. Tomorrow it starts cooling down, which is nice. We'll have a brief respite and then it heats up again. I'm glad it'll be cooling down for tomorrow though for the yard sale. I do have the canopies out there. I just need to put the tarps on top of them. But it will be nice having, you know, it not scorching hot. Then of course next week it picks back up, but at least for tomorrow and for Sunday when we're dumpster diving, it should be fairly decent. Hitting my second wind, guys. Dragged tons of stuff out, and I'll just put a tarp over it tonight and park the van in the driveway, block the driveway. Not that we expect anyone would be dishonest and creepy and start coming through our yard sale stuff the night before the yard sale, but it has happened before. So we will we'll cover everything and take precautions. But it's definitely coming along. Yes, I need to spray down those 2 strollers. I need to check the situation of the clothes in those bags. All of this is either eBay or, well, that's a box of garbage, but the rest of it, yeah, it's all eBay. This basket of shoes, unfortunately, at the bottom, it got wet, so I've got to sort through and see which ones are yucky and will need to be washed before we can try selling them. But it is coming along, and we've got a nice cloud cover all of a sudden, which is really, really helpful. Let me show you what I've got set up out front. Woo! So, yeah, I've got all of it out here. I've just been dragging it out, and I've got the 2 sunshades up.
Looks like perfect.
And I've dragged out these shelves that were in the tent, and I can use those for display. I don't have many tables. That is something I need to invest in here soon. I am going to do one more yard sale this summer, and so I might get a couple of tables before then. We shall see. But I think by having the shelves, that will definitely help. I also have this rock wall where I can lay stuff out, which is helpful. So just dragging all of it out here. I've got the driveway swept up and nice and tidy, which it needed anyway. Just gonna get everything out and probably set all of it up. Well, I mean, put all of it in some neat piles here along the side of the house, bring it from back there, have these kids help me stack it all up here and throw a tarp over it. And then early tomorrow morning, just start setting all of it out where we want it to go. I took the most fabulous shower. Oh, it felt good. We had to go get groceries and pick up money for the yard sale so that we have, you know, change to give. And we dropped off some eBay stuff. I am so wiped out just being out in the heat. It's about 95, 96 degrees out there. And I finally was like, that's it, enough. Look, there's Mickey Mouse. Right there. Yes, I've had to remind myself so many times through all of this today. Disneyland, Disneyland. It's always a good motivator. The kids helped a whole bunch in getting everything dragged out to the driveway where we need it. There is still so much to be done, but my body is like, that's it. That's all. Because we still have to get up at, the crack of dawn and get everything laid out. And am I going to price anything? I don't think so. I'm not going to bother. I've spent time doing that with other yard sales, and it doesn't seem to make much of a difference, and it's just that much more work and most people want to make an offer anyway, so I think it's better to just go with that. Anyway, for now, we rest. I've had to put my foot back in the brace. Holy cow. And doing all this work, oh my goodness, it hurts. So I'm gonna have it just kind of up right here. We're still about 20 minutes out from start time. My husband is taking the van with our yard sale sign up to Main Street, and I'm gonna start taking pictures of different things to put on the yard sale websites to give people an idea of what we've got going on here. Oh my goodness. Whew. Yard sales. This is why I only do 1 or 2 a year, is because it is a lot of work and we have a lot of stuff, and I like to make sure that we have a lot of stuff before I draw people in, and before I make all this effort. But boy, it is a lot of work. I am so glad we have the canopies, the one that we bought and the one from the dumpsters. That is super duper helpful. I got up at about 6 this morning, and then got the kids up at about 7 and had them start helping, and we've just laid stuff out as best we can. Like I mentioned, having tables will definitely be a game changer for our yard sale endeavors. But I do think it helped bringing out the shelves. But even without tables, I mean, you can set out totes, you can set things on top of totes, utilize what you have. And people are gonna rummage anyway, that's what people do. So it's fine. Whew, I've got my dumpster salvage bag that's got my money in it. Here on my dumpster salvaged fabulous, I don't know, wicker. It's not real wicker, plastic wicker chair. Some of you will remember. Oh, I am sweating like a pig. Oh my Lord. Whew. Hoping that this ibuprofen will kick in soon. If it doesn't, I've got something a little bit stronger from when we first hurt my foot. If you're not familiar with that or aware of that, it's been, I don't know, a month and a half at least since I sprained it really, really bad. But now, anytime that I overdo it, obviously, yeah, it starts hurting. I am going to do another yard sale in about 3 weeks. So anything that doesn't sell today, instead of trying to get an appointment at the thrift store to drop it off, yeah, you've got to have an appointment in order to drop stuff off. That's part of their social distance thing or whatever right now. I'm just grateful they're open. But instead of doing that, I'm going to drag all of it here to the side of the house. I'm not going to take it all the way back in the back. No. But I'm going to just secure all of it over here in totes and under a tarp, and it's going to look horrible. And I don't care because we still have to finish cleaning up the little backyard, the patio enclosed area, and put the shed back together. I'm not going to drag whatever's left from here back into the shed. Okay, unless I absolutely feel like I have to. Mimi wants to show you her new bike, which I'm sure then Reagan will want to show you his new bike. So this was Reagan's bike, but now Mimi has decorated it with stickers, and my husband is buying these bikes. They're really nice high-end mountain bikes because that's what they do together. He's buying them in orange so that they can be passed down, which I think is a very great, very frugal idea. Dun-ta-da! There's Mimi on Reagan's old bike. And it looks so awesome. Woo woo!
Cover up this because this is a sticker too.
Well, that's okay. It still looks awesome. Yeah. Reagan has grown out of it, and so yesterday him and Daddy went and got his new bike, and Mimi got to have this bike. Yeah. So her old princess bike is now in the yard sale. It was a fabulous dumpster find. Doing this kind of stuff, guys, helps make these other kinds of investments possible. Catch me if you can. Oh, Reagan's gonna bring his new one over here. Da da da! There you go. Super cool. They get these at Daddy's bike shop that he gets his bikes at. It makes them feel pretty special. And again, things like this is all made possible with my husband's hard work and our hard work, dumpster diving and yard sailing and all those things. That is how it's possible to embrace these kinds of passions. And now Mimi can go mountain biking with them. She couldn't do that on the Princess bike, but she absolutely can on the fancy mountain bike.
And I finally have a cup holder thingy.
Oh yeah, he's got a thing to hold the water bottle. How cool is that? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a name tag.
You have a name tag.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Sticker, 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 sticker.
That is so awesome. What a great bike. So one of my fears is absolutely being realized. We're just not getting any traffic. Is it because of the people just not being willing to come out and about? Probably. I'm sure that's a huge part of it because this is so different than what we're used to with yard sales. Normally, I've got people pulling up when they're like, I'm not even open yet and don't even have the stuff out yet. We have definitely made a dent. Boy, am I glad. We've moved a lot of stuff out of here. Don't know if you can tell, but yeah, lots of stuff. Oh, I'm happy. So we did just have a run of people pulling up, probably 6 or 7 cars, just here and there, and that was cool. Yeah, we had a whole bunch more people show up. We've had several kind of fits and spurts, you know, bunch more people show up. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of socializing, a lot of selling. Well, things definitely picked up. We've had several more people, and I'm reminded why I love doing yard sales. It is the socializing, and especially after all this quarantine and everything with that, it's been neat to see, you know, some of my old regulars that have come to yard sales in years past. There's one particular man, he's a character, but I was sad to see he's moving so much slower than he used to be, and he's, you know, on a cane now. And I had to load everything for him that he bought. He bought several items, and he likes to bargain. But it was kind of sad that he's not, you know, as much of a haggler as he used to be. We used to have some fun that way, but it's kind of like, what's an analogy here? Kind of like a yearbook, or just, you know, going through time, seeing people change, and it happens in our yard sales. That's how I catch up with a lot of people is at yard sales, and it's kind of, well, anyway, it's bittersweet. But things have definitely picked up, and that's been good. And now it is almost 9:30. My husband went and switched out money for me, so now I've got plenty of ones. And we got some more people pulling up, so check back with you guys in a little bit. And we are done. Here is a plot twist that I was absolutely not expecting. We actually did better at this end of quarantine yard sale than we've done at any of our yard sales. It was really slow at first, and I was, you know, pretty disconcerted and losing hope. And then all of a sudden it picked up, and then it was just kind of, you know, in fits and spurts for a few hours, and we did really well. It's you just never know. And as with all yard sales, a lot of the things that I thought would sell right away, nope, they didn't. And then stuff that I never would have thought anyone would buy, they bought, which just reiterates that you need to always have a little bit of everything. That makes for a great yard sale, a little bit of everything. And as a dumpster diver, especially if you start hitting up the public schools and the parks and church dumpsters, you will definitely have a little bit of everything. So now I am resting my foot for a little bit. Had to take some pain medicine, which, I mean, I thought would be the case. So I'm glad I saved some from when we first hurt my foot, and that I rationed it because I need it now. So I've got the kids helping me. We're just going to clean up as much as we are able, and then get it all kind of tidied up, and then work on cleaning up the rest of it this evening. I still plan to go dumpster diving tomorrow. I will have Olivia helping me, but I'm going to be limited in what I'm able to do while we let this foot heal up. But it seems like it's that way every year, that there's something. So I'll have like all of these great plans of projects I want to get done and things I need to do, and I'll break part of me, and then it's back to prioritizing. Yeah. I think that's just the story of my life, and I just have to make do with it and make the best of it that I can. Thank you, Frugal friends, for coming along this fabulous day. It has been wonderful. I know some of you would have liked to have had me record my interactions with the customers, but I just don't feel comfortable with that. I know some other YouTubers are fine with that and they take you along to their yard sales and flea markets, but I don't feel comfortable recording people, especially without their consent. And I'm not going to stop each person, you know, and ask, can I record you and you be in my YouTube thing? And I'm not going to do it secretly. So I'm just not comfortable with that. So I hope you don't mind, but I'm glad I was able to bring you along. So thank you for coming along on this adventure, and we will see you all real soon. We did not finish getting all of it put away tonight, but we decided we were done. We did get almost everything gathered up, and you can see by what is out here that we sold a ton of stuff. I'd say at least 50% of our inventory of the stuff that we brought out. We sold, yeah, seriously, at least 50%. And that is enough for me to be super duper happy. We will finish cleaning up tomorrow. Again, just like last night, if people come and steal stuff from our yard sale leftovers while we sleep, that's on them. I'm not gonna worry about it.